Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Brazilian Dragon podcast. This is 2023's first official Brazilian Dragon games. My name is Felipe. I am the titular Brazilian Dragon, and I am joined by one of my favorite, actually, my favorite writer on KeenGamer.com. It is Mark. Mark, welcome back to the podcast. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, even though right now, when we are recording, it is 0 degrees outside. It is cold AF.
Yes, Mark is in New York, whereas I am in California, which is also cold, but I grew
Not
up on
by
the
our
East Coast.
standards.
Yes, I grew up on the East Coast. I know how cold it is. My dad said it was like -4 degrees in Boston earlier today. And ooh, uh, I am sending all the vibes. But you know what will warm you up today, Mike? Mark? Sorry. Mark,
What will
it's
warm
been
me
a
up, Felipe?
what will warm you up, Mark, today is going to a different universe. Where you're going to the Brazilian Dragon Games universe. We are going to do our 7th edition. And were you ever a big Hunger Games person, Mark?
I actually wasn't.
You weren't. Did you watch any of the movies or not?
I did it. I'm like, okay, Jennifer Lawrence. I'm like, I don't know the characters, but I'm like, Liam Hemsworth, yeah, smash.
It's absolute smash. But we are going to do the Brazilian Dragon Games, which is a Hunger Games simulation using the website Brand Steel. We have done 6 seasons so far, and I am working on a spreadsheet to keep everything tracked. But our most recent winner was, oh my God, who was it? I actually don't remember. Oh, it was Dylan Schoenfield from Geek Charming. I did that with the great Navi. But the real star of that season was Chucky Finster from Rugrats. So, but we brought Mark here today. Mark, if you know him, you know that he likes comic books and superheroes. So we are doing the Brazilian Dragon Game 7 is going to focus on cartoon superheroes. Does that excite you, Mark?
It really does. When you ask me, hey, you want to do a Hunger Games? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I just asked the question, like, wait, who's part of the cast? And you're like, superheroes. I'm like, I'm already in, but I'm hyped.
Yes. So let me pull in the share screen. So let us do this. Can you see the screen, Mark?
I can see like a very zoomed in. I can only see, okay, so you're going
Yes.
like,
We're going to do a cast review for you. So this is Mark's first time seeing the cast. Like I said, these are all superheroes, and we're gonna have 6 districts with DC, 6 districts with Marvel. Now, I originally had some other characters included that I ended up cutting because I might want to do more of these and use other characters, but I don't like recycling characters. So you will not see the Teen Titans, and that's all I will say. So District 1, we got Batman and Wonder Woman. Now, Mark, as a superhero expert, do you want to give the listeners a little familiarity with every character, like maybe 1 or 2 sentences?
I feel like for these two, do I really need to give an interjection? It is
You
Batman,
don't,
it is Wonder
but
Woman.
you can say, like, I'm glad I have you here because if there's some epic kills in the Hunger Games, and you can be like, okay, this is probably what happens superpower wise.
So it's interesting because the debate and kind of criticism with Batman is he too overpowered? Even though he's a human, the whole thing is like, oh, if Batman has a plan, like if he has time to prep for a fight, he's going to win.
Mhm.
So I feel like Batman, he could win. He could just run away from the when the horns get blurred out, has a plan, he could take everyone out. Granted, he doesn't kill, but it's the Hunger Games.
It's the Hunger Games. Everyone kills. Like people get changed by the Hunger Games because there's only one person who comes out alive. So I think the pressure's on. Now,
And
Wonder
then
Woman.
Wonder
How
Woman,
what are your
yeah,
thoughts?
maybe like the key thing I'm thinking about is the lasso of truth. Who has an
Mm,
alliance, who has a plan. She just uses her lasso, boom, reveals the truth. Who knows?
that's exciting. Yeah. Let's get into District 2. So this is going to be our first Marvel district. Now, up first we have Iron Man. How do you feel about Iron Man being on the cast?
I feel good ish. So this is in a jungle, right?
Yes. Yeah, we can say I feel like we can pick whatever setting we want it to be in. Every season can be different. I've actually never thought much about the settings. Generally, I've imagined them on the Hunger Games playing field, but
Yeah,
this is a
that's
fictional universe. We are the
yeah.
creators. You can Mark, where is this set this season?
Oh gosh, I have you know what? Let's just say the jungle, like
Okay.
the regular Hunger Games, because it's like,
Yes.
do I give favor to DC? Do I give to Marvel?
So just general jungle. Like also at the end of the day, this is all random. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Um,
with Iron Man, he has so much power, but it's like it's basically like a battery. He's at
yeah.
100%, but once it goes down to zero, he's still crafty. He's still smart, and Tony Stark. He has 5 different backup plans.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how he does. Now, there will be some people you need to explain to me on this, but not this next person. This is Storm from the X-Men. You know Storm. You love Storm. Rumors had it that Beyonce would have been Storm in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. That did not happen. Spoiler alert. But
God, that
Mark,
would have been
what do
amazing.
you think about Storm?
First of all, I can't wait to see Storm in the MCU.
Likewise.
Storm could easily, I don't know the rest of the cast, but right now, I feel like she could beat any of these people.
I agree. Yeah, no, one thing that I found challenging when figuring out the cast was adding diversity and adding women to the cast. I was like, I want to have all these big women superheroes, but I did have to Google a little bit because I am not as well versed in the comics and the cartoons. Like I
Mhm.
mentioned, Teen Titans was basically the big show that I watched. We won't have any Fantastic Four members, but I did watch their cartoon because I also wanted to have a gender split. I do wish I had done a better job of amplifying diversity, but we do have Storm here, so we don't have an entirely white cast, which is exciting.
That is true. Two things. One, if I had a prediction on the rest of the cast, hoping for Jessica Cruz for Green Lantern representation. But I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
do
Let's
like
see.
Jessica Cruz, but there will be some snubs for sure on this first season. But my thinking was there can always be a second superheroes edition.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's
And
get into. Oh, sorry.
yeah. Oh, and two, I think with reputation in comics, I think definitely they need to do more effort. Then it's like the only reason is you have slim pickings
Yeah,
because of the industry.
exactly. All
So
right,
we want more representation from
I
the
agree
industry.
100%, and I think the projects that could be upcoming will be a good we'll have good representation for different minority groups in the media projects, not necessarily the comics, but hopefully the comics as well introduce new characters.
Yeah.
um so let's go to District 3. We got Superman, which on paper you'd be like, of course Superman is here, but we also got Hawk Girl. So Mark, what do you think of District 3? And maybe you might need to explain Hawk Girl for some people if they're not familiar.
So I know everyone's saying, like, of course, Superman is going to win. I feel like Superman has a lot more weaknesses than you think.
Not if Storm causes a rainstorm the whole time, there's no sun.
Exactly. If she could somehow block the sun, he's done. I feel like Batman could somehow manage to get kryptonite. I don't know how. He's Batman. That's the thing. It's like he'll plan. And if there's any people with magic, magic affects Superman.
Hmm. We'll
So
see what happens. And now tell us a little bit about Hawk Girl, because I remember her from the Justice League animated shows. But you gotta refresh the memory of those because she hasn't been in any major live action movie. And I feel like most people's familiarity with superhero genre comes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the DC Extended Universe
so
or the Dark Knight
fun
trilogy.
fact. Yes. Hot Girl in the Justice League cartoon is voiced by the mom from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Maria Canales Barrera, we stand.
Yes. So legend. Hot Girl is a I can't even pronounce this Thanagorian by she is tied to Hawkman. Sometimes, well, most of the times they have like a reincarnated like romance. She was on Legends of Tomorrow, the first season, live action CW show, but You could tell the writers didn't know what to do with her, so they kind of like wrote her off along with
Mhm.
Hawkeye. Man,
All right, so I'm excited to see how she does. Another flyer. I'm excited to introduce flying to the world of the Hunger Games, because I think everyone in these last two districts can fly for at least a little bit. But let's go to District 4. Mark, you ready?
yes.
So District 4 has Captain America and the Scarlet Witch. Now tell us about your
Oh,
thoughts on these two.
so Captain America. I mean, just all around, he'll be tough, and I feel like it's not so much of like his strength and his powers, but I feel like his charisma and natural presence
Mhm.
might disarm people. He might form close bonds, and then he gets Scarlet Witch. This is why I'm worried about Superman. And Scarlet Witch is very much a wild card. As we saw, spoilers from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, she went crazy.
Yeah, she can dictate who knows how she's gonna feel. If she's gonna feel like a hero, how she's gonna feel like a villain, how she's gonna play, and she is very powerful. So watch out.
She took out the whole Illuminati in 2 minutes.
Yep, she really did that. And we love Elizabeth Olsen in this house.
Hmm.
All right, let's go to District 5. We got Aquaman and we got Zatanna.
You know, before Jason Momoa, Aquaman was a joke, and I always got angry at that because he controls 75% of the ocean. Now,
Mhm.
granted, we are in the jungle.
There will be water, I believe. Like there's a ravine, there's rivers. They like to have it in places that people can hunt and eat and drink.
That's
So
true, but
he might have
like
an advantage in those areas.
he will, but as long as like he's away, and I feel like Storm just pitching like the scenario can just like basically dry him out.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then Satana, I love Satana as a character. I feel like she was only featured once, maybe twice in live action. I know she was in Smallville. Very underrated character.
yeah.
One of the
You got to
most
give me the
powerful.
backstory on her because she popped up on a lot of lists of top 10 DC women characters, and I was like, okay, word, beautiful magician girl. Let's add her. So
She
tell me
is
what's
the
her story.
she is the daughter of Sutara, and I love the headcanon with the Batman the Animated Series where Sutara actually trained Batman.
Is she a good guy or a good person, or is she on the evil side?
She is a good person. She is a
Okay.
hero. Sometimes you might find her in the Justice League, sometimes in Justice League Dark, which has like Swamp Things and like the darker supernatural characters. And
Ooh,
she's probably one of the most, if not the most powerful magic user in the DC universe.
that's exciting. Well, we're
And
excited to
again,
have her, especially next to the Scarlet Witch.
ooh,
Maybe they'll form an alliance, or maybe they'll be like, only one of us.
I feel like Scarlet Witch would be like, who you?
Yeah. All right. Let's see District 6. You ready?
I'm ready.
We got Hulk and we got Captain Marvel.
Ooh,
We added
Hulk.
two more Marvel characters to the roster. Hulk. Could Hulk smash his way to victory?
So, do we think he's just Hulk the whole time, or does he start out as Bruce Banner?
I think we're gonna wait for the simulation to tell us that. Let's see if
Fair
because we can
enough.
interpret it. Because if there's something calm that's happening, maybe it's Bruce Banner. But if he's just raging the whole time, he'll be the Hulk. Who knows? That's for they gave us a map and we're gonna story tell. We're gonna fill in the lines when we find out
Because
what happens with him.
Hulk is so unpredictable. And I know the whole cast is probably thinking, like, oh no.
Mhm.
And then Captain Marvel, one of the most powerful people in the Marvel universe. But yet again, we saw her, well, not Carol, but I forget, not it was Monica's mom. Pretty
Oh,
sure. Anyway,
Maria.
yes, she was destroyed, even though she almost killed the Scarlet Witch.
Hmm.
And that's strange too.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens with these. I haven't gotten like big winner flashing signs from anyone yet, but we'll see what happens when we have the whole cast recap. Let's go to District 7. We got Flash and we got Black Canary.
Ooh. F- Now, Flash, just judging that is Barry Allen, one of the fastest people alive. I feel like some people can. Flash is very good. Well, what if he just travels back in time? He could run so fast he can go back to the beginning.
He could. Well, maybe
He
he'll
breaks
have
his
to break
whole
that out.
competition just to win
Yeah,
and reality. Yeah, why not?
we'll have to see what happens. And tell me about Black Canary because she's another one who I don't recognize. Like I know the name, but I don't remember much about her. I do know there was a Black Canary movie that was in pre-production for a long time.
I
Um,
still hope that's happening.
who knows?
But Black Canary, one of the best fighters in the DC universe, she's often linked up with either Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, or the Birds of Prey, which also has Oracle, who used to be Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, or Huntress.
Nice. So, and what is her specialty? Like she can open her mouth, and she's kind of like a Black Bolt in Marvel.
Exactly. With Black Bolt, he can't even say anything or even like cough because he'll just break the world. But if she has her sonic scream, aka the canary cry, and depends of the cannon. Sometimes like she can just use it at will. She can also fly with it.
Mhm.
Sometimes it just tires her out, but that's why she's also one of the best fighters.
Yep. I'm excited to see how she does. She is someone that I have my eyes on as a winner candidate. Do you want to go to District 8 now?
Yes.
We have District 8. We have some U's. We have Spider-Man and Miss Marvel. How
Love
excited
it.
are you to see these two?
Spider-Man, that's why I brought up the jungle. I'm like, how good is his webs in the jungle? Like good, but it's not used to the city, you know?
Hmm. Yes.
But I feel
Um,
like is he gonna have that Parker luck? Is he gonna have some bad luck?
he could. He is Peter Parker. Now, I have a very important question for you, Mark.
Shoot.
Ding, Mary, Kill, Toby Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, Tom Holland. Sorry, not Peter Parker.
Are we talking about the actors or their portrayal as Spider-Man?
That is a you interpretation. I would leave that in your hands.
Good, because well, okay. If we're talking about like the Spider-Man interpretation, then let's just say Tom Holland is at least 18.
Oh, yes. Okay, good. Very, yeah. No, we're talking about the actors now.
Okay, so actors. I'm gonna kill Toby Maguire. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Toby. I'll smash Andrew Garfield, and I'm gonna marry Tom.
Oh, that's
Yes,
that's a cool choice. Okay, now elaborate.
Toby. I feel like he'll just get angry sometimes,
Mm,
and I feel like he has too much of a boyish face, even though
hmm.
he's 40. Andrew Garfield was my crush. He was my Spider-Man growing up. Even though I had like the Tobey Maguire movies beforehand, I'm like, oh, this is my Spider-Man, and just following his career. And then Tom Holland, he seems like a nice guy, a gentleman, but mm,
See,
want to
for
smash.
me,
I mean,
the
I would,
biggest
but
reason to marry Tom Holland is to get to hang out with Zendaya.
if I marry Tom Holland, are they like, do they break up, but they're still good friends?
Who knows? Maybe it's like you marry into that relationship.
Oh, we're trouble.
Maybe. Yeah. Why not?
Imagine like the like Daily Mail, like the tabloids. It's like Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Mark O'Callahan. Who?
Listen, if they don't know you by now, it's their loss.
He gave a 9.5 on Spider-Man: Far From Home.
It's a great movie. All right, so District 7, we're going to start. Sorry, District 9, we're going to introduce some villains to the mix. We got Lex
Oh,
Luthor and Cheetah.
Lex Luthor, again, very smart. I he's just so untrustworthy. Like you just meet him and it's like you're suspicious.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Cheetah is very primal. I mean, of course, just the appearance, but I feel like those instincts.
I think, yeah, she's someone I'm like, okay, you were playing in the jungle. You're Cheetah. Now, she doesn't have as much power as, like, say, Scarlet Witch or Captain Marvel or Zatanna, but she is very feisty, and I don't think she would go down easily.
And I feel like people could manipulate Cheetah because she hates Wonder Woman. Like, hey, if we team up and get rid of her, and she'll be like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, let's see who else we have in the villain section. So we're
Oh
going.
wait, we forgot to mention Miss Marvel.
Oh, yes.
Miss
Okay.
Marvel. I, by the way, if you have not watched Miss Marvel on Disney Plus, go watch it. It's amazing. We stand.
Agreed. Iman Vellani is one of the best casting decisions in superhero
Uh,
media.
I love her, and I love how much of a geek she is. And I feel like powers wise, I feel like let's just say it's the Disney Plus. I know I want to do like the comics, but just for because her powers are really different in the comics. So she has the energy constructs. She can embiggen, become a little bigger. Other than that, she'll be powerful, but we'll see.
Yeah. I'm excited to see her. Especially how she interacts with her mentor and idol, Captain Marvel.
And do you think she'll fangirl too much? It'll be like a Cochrane on a Survivor.
Well, I'm actually more curious. What happens if Miss Marvel ends up having to fight Captain Marvel? Like, how she'll feel? Like, will she feel so conflicted? Like, there sometimes in these Hunger Games, which again, content warning, this is a Hunger Game simulation. There will be simulated death, and it can be graphically described on these things. So, just fair warning. But it's like, what if Captain Marvel comes to Miss Marvel's like, I can't do it anymore. Just take me out. Miss Marvel's like, I can't. That might be a storyline we have to follow because
Maybe.
Captain Marvel is her hero.
Or it could be a don't meet your heroes kind of story.
Could be as well. Yeah. All right. So let's go to district number 10. Speaking of don't meet heroes, let's
Uh
introduce
oh.
some other heroes, Wolverine and Black Widow.
Wolverine. I how can you kill? I mean, yeah, you can kill Wolverine, but that healing factor, super powerful.
Yeah, they have to. You're gonna have to explain if Wolverine dies. Like, I mean, he could be a contender just by the fact that he doesn't die. But you're gonna have to tell me how it's possible. How someone like, if we see, for example, Black Widow kill Wolverine, you're gonna have to tell me how she gets it done because Wolverine is known for his regeneration power, right?
Actually, wait, I just thought of it, and it's actually a lot simpler than you think. He can drown.
Ah, so maybe Aquaman or Storm can
That's right.
come
And
at
it's
him.
like he can regenerate wounds and all that, and I think he even survived a nuclear blast. And I'm not even talking about the Wolverine where he's like scarred, like he was in the blast and he reformed himself over the years, like ligament by ligament. But he can just drown underwater, and he can't regenerate air.
Hmm.
So his lungs start destroying, and from the
So
inside,
only if he gets pulled out of the water, he would regenerate. Like,
he can survive for a long time, but he will die.
yeah.
It's not like 2 minutes and he's dead.
But
It's
then if
like
he drowns, and then if someone pulls his body out of the water, could he regenerate with time with the air going to his lungs, or would he die permanently?
that's we'll find out.
Yeah. Tell us about Miss Black Widow.
Black Widow. I feel like people won't trust her. She is a spy. I know she is reformed, but something about Black Widow. Like she'll be your friend 1 second, but she'll have no problem taking out the competition.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see how they do. Let's go back to District 11, get some more villains in the mix. You got two iconic villains,
Oh,
two that Mark loves. Mark, tell us about your faves, the Joker and Harley Quinn.
I don't know who I said was a wild card. Scarlet Witch. Joker will just who cares as long as like there's chaos. He doesn't
Yeah.
even care about winning. He just cares about hurting others.
I'm excited to see Harley Quinn, especially though, because she, like, in my head, there's a lot of like the Margot Robbie interpretation, one of the only good things about the DCEU for some people. So I'm excited to see Harley Quinn because she like is another one who can go from 0 to 120 very quickly, and she is not easy to read. She can she has her mallet with her. She could like whack some people throughout this season, and I'm excited to see them. We got two unpredictable elements in these villains in District 11, but I'm excited to see how it happens. And I bet
And
the general public is excited to see a little bit of villainy in this season.
oh, Harley Quinn probably like I know Wonder Woman's probably the most popular, but I feel like right behind her is definitely Harley Quinn.
Mhm.
Breakout character of comics for sure. It's like her and
Well,
Deadpool. I
fun
feel
story.
like
Like this is something that I learned at my job is that like Harley Quinn was introduced via a television series first, not a comic book. So one of the few
that's
characters to
right.
pop up in a different medium before becoming a comic book character. And now she's one of the
The
most
great
popular DC super characters in their catalog.
the Batman the animated series. So thank you, Bruce Timm and Paul Dini. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how she does. Now we got two more people left, the Katniss and Peta district, District 12. We got someone's relative in comics, Magneto. We also got Mystique.
Ooh, with Mystique again. I want to go to her first because it's shape shifting. Now I feel
Mhm.
like that is her just primary power, and I feel like someone like Superman, X-ray vision can see that, but she is a good manipulator. She could, and all of a sudden, like when they're just not expecting it, boom. Magneto, oh, Wolverine, you're in trouble because basically adamantium skeleton, metal, he could actually just kill Wolverine. Just put him in the ocean, boom, wait, dead.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to see them both. Magneto's also Scarlet Witch's dad? Question mark?
Yes, in the
In
comics,
some
but
comics, some
yes,
canons.
yeah, and also yes, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are the that's son and daughter. Yeah, that's how you say it, of Magneto, but in the MCU, hey, there is no Magneto, and it's like, it's
Yet, there's no
complicated.
Magneto yet.
Yes, how did he retcon it?
We'll see.
I have no clue.
That's not our problem. We're just gonna enjoy it when
Yep.
it happens.
Yeah, can we Brand steal the whole Phase 5 of the MCU?
Uh, you say that now, but potentially, you said that as a
Ooh.
joke. But we, who knows? We always need
Creators of Brand
content.
Steel is like, hmm.
Yeah. But are you ready to see what happens? But I also want to ask you before we do that: do you have a winner pick and then a heart pick if it's not the same person?
Oof. I think just judging from I think heart pick. Oh gosh, that's tough. I'm gonna say I'm gonna ooh. I'm I'm gonna say both heart and winner.
Ooh.
Like I know this isn't Survivor or Big Brother, but it's like if we found out the contestants was like, oh yeah, I'm putting my money on her. Twitter fave, Santana.
Zatanna? Perfect.
Yes.
So she's your winner pick and your heart pick. We love that. Now, my winner pick is going to be I'm going to stick with I'm between Cheetah and Black Canary. I actually think I'm going to go with Black Canary,
Okay.
but Cheetah, I think a woman has this season and I like that because we have a lot of men in the winner circle right now. We only have 2 women and 4 men, so we would like to get another woman up there. My heart pick is Storm, and now that you mentioned Maria Canales Barrera, voice Hot Girl, I also think that Connie Torres was such a force in the first Brazilian Dragon games that I would like Hot Girl to win as well. So I want Storm or Hot Girl to win the most, but Black Canary is my winner pick. But if Cheetah does well, I'm also going to claim that. So that's where I'm at these days. So final picks are going to be Zatanna or Black Canary, and let's get this season started, Mark.
Woo! I'm excited. Let's go. Boop. Oh, I don't
All
know the
right, so
horn.
I'm going to
Boop,
tell
boop, boop,
everyone what
boop.
happens. This might be on YouTube, so if you want, you can check out the video podcast. But here we go, and Mark will get our reactions live on air. I don't know what happens. Mark doesn't know what happens. Let's see what will happen. So, the bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Captain America grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Wonder Woman gets fishing gear. And I'm just going to go through this. Stop whenever you want, Mark. Stop me if you will have anything to react to.
Got
Cheetah
it.
runs away from the cornucopia, as does Flash. He zips out of there.
What? The Flash runs?
It's shocking, I know, right? Batman gathers as much food as he can. Black Canary
Yeah.
grabs the backpack and retreats. Go ahead, Mark.
Batman, human. He can't I feel like Superman could just not eat in some
Mhm.
situations. Yeah.
The sun
But
fuels
Batman,
Superman.
exactly. Solar power hero. And then Black
Yep.
Canary, smart.
Yep. They're all dipping out of there as fast as they can. Like Storm, she runs. All right. Wolverine attacks Lex Luthor, but Hawkgirl protects him, killing Wolverine. We have our first death. So do you think she drowned him in the water?
Yes. How I'm imagining it, she kind of took him, was heavy, and just pushed him as far into full up as much as she can, put him in the ravine, and then somehow got him to stay there. Can't swim up. He's dead.
Love that for Hawkgirl. But how do you
But
feel
why was
about
she?
Hawkgirl protecting Lex Luthor, an enemy of the Justice League?
That is true. But Lex Luthor probably promised her a deal or threatened Carter Hall Hawkman.
Maybe that's happening. Now Mystique runs away as well as the Superman. Black Widow and Spider-Man fight for a bag. Black Widow gives up and retreats. I assume Spider-Man grabbed that bag.
Probably just zipped it away, or Black Widow's like, oh my god, he's just a kid.
Yeah, maybe she's like, oh, I'll be nice. Scarlet Witch finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Not that she needs it, but we'll see what happens there. Miss Marvel, she's a sprinter, as is Hulk. Magneto gathers as much food as he can. Yeah, he's like, I need to be fed. Let's see what happens with
Yes.
Iron Man. He runs away from the cornucopia, as does Zatanna. Joker, he bolts out of there as well. Harley Quinn, she runs away. Aquaman takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Now he's known for his trident, so this is the best he can do right now.
Yes, there's no trident in the cornucopia. In
To our
that
knowledge, there
place.
is not.
Yes.
Captain Marvel finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. She's getting her Katniss Everdeen on.
Ooh.
So let's see
All
what happens.
right.
Proceed. Let's go to day one. Superman receives an explosive from Lois Lane. Lex Luthor travels to higher ground. Do you think they're going to try to take each other out, or do you think they're going to focus on whoever they can get out in front of them, Mark?
I think Lex Luthor, I feel like he does want to take Superman out, but I feel like Superman isn't really focused on him. Now, why would Superman want an explosive?
Well, we'll see. Maybe he uses it
And
later.
who gave him the sponsor? We don't
I
know.
think it's Lois Lane. I'm going to add whoever I think it is if we get unknown sponsors in here, just to add story beats, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens with Cheetah. Cheetah tries to sleep through the entire day, much like a lion would. Hulk and Zatanna have a little alliance, and they split up to search for resources. Now, how do you feel about this alliance?
I feel like Satana probably manipulated Hulk, let's be honest. And again,
Maybe.
is Hulk Hulk?
Well, I think he could be smart Hulk potentially. In this photo, he's giving mean Hulk, but maybe she gave him a nice flower, and much like Frankenstein's monster, he liked the flower, but she didn't. She made an alliance with him.
Well, as long as Satana doesn't skip rocks in the river, she'll be fine.
Let's hope she doesn't. Storm searches for a water source. Homegirl can make her own water source. I don't know what she's doing, but
Well,
we love
you
to
know,
see it.
how rainwater isn't really that fresh.
Yeah,
See,
but maybe she has to. Yeah. So let's see what the Flash. Flash is searching for firewood. Spider-Man and Captain America work together for the day. Harley,
that makes
go
sense.
ahead.
Again, Captain America, natural leadership, already bonding, especially with Spider-Man. Love it.
Yeah, we like to see that. Now, Harley Quinn receives fresh food from. Do you want to say it's Poison Ivy?
Yeah, I was just about to say Poison Ivy.
We love to see that. Now let's see about this alliance. Magneto and his girlies. It looks like so. Captain Marvel. Oh no, Captain Marvel, Black Canary, Wonder Woman, Black Widow, and Magneto track down and kill Miss Marvel. This is a little aggressive for
Racist.
one teenager.
Wow. Twitter is pissed.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. She was like, "No, I can't have this super fan. She knows all my skills." And she gets together all these women and Magneto to kill another queen. I'm a little
Do you
upset right
think
now.
do you think Miss Marvel was just asking too many questions and they're just like, guys, we don't want to, but and
Maybe. I feel
everyone's
so
like,
bad for Miss Kamala.
don't meet your heroes.
Yeah. All right. Mystique stalks Iron Man. Do you think she follows him around, pretends to be Pepper Potts?
Ooh. Does Iron Man know she's stalking?
Well, she has to assume he has to assume it's Mystique, because who else would be Pepper Potts in the jungle?
Exactly. Or maybe she's like trying to like jot notes mentally in her head.
Maybe that's the thing. We'll follow the storyline later. Hawk
Hmm.
Girl, she hunts for other tributes as the Joker receives medical supplies from who is it, Mark?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I think just one of his goons.
One of the goons? Could
Yes.
be. Now, Aquaman receives a hatchet from Mera.
Mara, Aqualad.
Aqualad could be him too. Let's see what happens. Scarlet Witch discovers a river. Now tell Storm where it is.
Yes.
And Batman explores the arena. So when we have two.
Again, Batman
Oh,
is planning everything out.
yep. And we have an arena event. This is new. It's never been this early. Wolf mutts are let loose in the arena. The Hulk survives. Aquaman is crushed by a pack of wolf mutts. I think that means he dies. We'll find out when the cannon shots go off. Wonder Woman, she survives. Black Canary is eaten by wolf mutts. RIP, my winner pick. But it's okay. After she
What?
disrespected Miss Marvel, I couldn't stand her no more.
Well, canceled.
Yep. Lex Luthor knocks Superman out and leaves him for the wolf mutts. How do you feel about this, Mark, as our Superman and Lex Luthor expert? Would this ever happen? Would Lex Luthor ever defeat Superman?
Yes. Either with kryptonite or some science thing he made up, like a poisonous gas, which is probably from kryptonite, but I'm just assuming kryptonite. And
Mhm.
or maybe he made a deal. Didn't he make a deal with like Hawk Girl? Maybe that's
Maybe
why.
that's yeah. Ooh, bringing it back. So R.I.P. Superman. Um, Iron Man, he survives, as does the Scarlet Witch. Storm crushed by a pack of wolf mutts. That's surprising.
But she
But
was too busy finding water when he was there the whole time.
maybe that's probably what happened. It had to have been. Now Captain Marvel survives. The Flash survives. Joker is crushed by a pack of wolf mutts. So here we go.
If it was hyenas, he'll be good. But wolves, mm.
Nope. He don't bring the wolves out. And Zatanna survives. Black
Whew.
Widow crushed by wolf mutts.
Eh,
And Mystique and Batman fight. A pack of wolf mutts show up and kill them both. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow,
I
wow,
could
wow.
see them working together because I feel like I don't want to say exactly, but I feel like they could have the Batman Catwoman dynamic.
That makes sense. Also, they're both like hiding their real personality under metaphorical mask or literal mask for Batman.
It's
So
like Batman has embraced his identity, while Mystique has taken on so many she doesn't even know herself. Ooh, this Hunger Games is getting all meta. Let's go.
metaphorical. Yeah, we love that.
Yes.
Now, Spider Man survives, Cheetah survives, Captain America and Magneto are fighting, and same thing. A pack of wolves must show up and kill them both.
I feel like them fighting, well, I don't think they were like teaming up. I think Magneto is a villain, but he's not like a villain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He has a point. It's just about how he goes about it. That is the villainous thing.
And exactly. And sometimes he will work of heroes in circumstances that, like, hey, the enemy is my friend. In this case, it's just wolves, but hey, it
Listen, let's
works.
see. Let's see. Yeah. And Harley Quinn survives, as does Hawk Girl. So let's see the 12 cannon shots. We had lost half of our cast today, Mark. So let's go through them.
Oh,
Any final words for Wolverine? Died by Hawk Girl.
I was worried about him. I didn't expect it so soon, but Hot Girl, we got to watch out for her.
Miss Marvel, for me, she is the most disrespected in this season, and she deserves better. Now, granted, I don't
Heartbroken.
like to do second chances unless they have won their first season in the Hunger Games universe with the Quarter Quell, but Miss Marvel deserved so much better than she got.
Again, uh, heartbreaking. Especially killed by her own idol. Come on. Never meet your heroes, kids. That's the lesson of this Brazilian Dragons game 7.
Yeah, we don't support Miss Marvel interacting with Captain Marvel in
Nope,
this
I am not
universe,
excited for the Marvels now. I don't
which
know what's
comes
going to
out the
happen.
day between our birthday.
Hey, let's go.
Yes. So Aquaman, crushed by wolves, as is Black Canary. These are our wolf
Oof.
people: Superman, Storm, Joker, Black Widow, Mystique, Batman, Captain America, and Magneto. So let's look at everyone's status. So we still have representatives from every district. It looks
Wait,
like,
I thought
except for
Batman survived.
no Batman and who was he in a fight with? Mystique.
Oh, I
They
thought they said they survived. Oh, they
no,
killed
the
them
wolves
both.
killed them.
Ah,
Yeah.
oops. There goes
So
my alliance.
yep, District 10 and District 12 both wiped out. Every other district has at least one representative. District 6 is the only one. District 6 and District 9 have two representatives. I should have stuck with my gut on Cheetah. I think Cheetah has this. That is my new winner pick. Obviously, I lost with this first winner pick. And by the way, Mark, in case you were wondering, I did just lose the game. So yes. And then, so let's get on with. So Cheetah is now my new winner pick. Zatanna is still alive, but I'm also rooting for Hawk Girl, who has one kill, along with Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, and Lex Luthor. They are the only people with kills in the game right now, and they all have one because Black Canary and Black Widow and Magneto all have died. So let's see what happens in night one. We haven't even gotten through 24 hours, Mark.
This is crazy.
All right. Spider-Man, Hulk, and Harley Quinn cheerfully sing songs together. What do you think they're singing, Mark?
Who? What's a good song? Uh, Gosh, because it's like Spider-Man, Harley Quinn. Yeah, they can have the same taste, but I'm just imagining Hulk trying to like sing along.
Hulk smash. Boom, boom. They're singing the Cup song from Pitch Perfect. You can't convince me otherwise.
But then it's like Hulk
Uh,
trying to do like the cup thing. And it's like,
yeah. But
I
luckily, no
can't.
one gets them this first night, even though he's being pretty loud. Now it's our girlies, right? This is our alliance. So I'm representing the Hawk Girl stand, and you're representing the Zatanna stand. Let's see what happens between them. Hawk Girl destroys Zatanna's supplies while she is asleep. At least we're both still there. That I would destroy. I would like light it up, burn your comic books to the ground. No, I'm kidding.
Hot girls
I would
flip,
never
hot
actually
girls
got you a
vicious.
comic book. I would never burn your
Eh,
comic book.
Yeah, you just bought a comic book just to burn it.
Yeah. All
This is
right.
some
The
chef's level
Flash.
stuff right there.
No, that would be so disrespectful. Mark deserves the best. Flash tries to sing himself to sleep. What's his sing along song?
Run, 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 run away from bad guys.
Run, Joey, run. Could that be
Oh,
his
not the
sing?
Rachel version.
Not the Rachel version. Nope. Scarlet Witch, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, and Captain Marvel tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Ooh. I don't like ghost stories. Do you like ghost stories?
I like ghost stories, but it's like nothing has really scared me by like the campfire. You know what I mean? So
That
I
does
kind
make
of
sense.
get
Yeah.
like Captain Marvel. She's probably telling a ghost story from space. Wonder Woman from Themyscira, Scarlet Witch from either the Mystic Plains and all that. What is this billionaire's ghost story?
It's about Superman who's
It,
haunting him.
well, I thought it was gonna be like, and then the tenants came back and haunted him. Ooh.
No, I think it's Superman literally haunting him right now.
Well,
Um,
that's what he gets.
Cheetah loses sight of where she is, probably because she can't see in the dark.
Cheetahs are known to do that. A fact that I just made up.
Iron Man cries himself to sleep.
Tony in the comics is an alcoholic. He probably just quit and he's just going for withdrawals. And now I'm saying it out loud. He is the Shane Powers of this.
Ooh, yeah, Iron Man is Shane Powers. I like that. I like that theory. Now let's see what happens on day 2. Cheetah hunts for other tributes. Hawk Girl tries to spear a fish with a trident. Oh, she found Aquaman's
Wait, there
trident.
was a trident.
There was,
Wow.
and it wasn't Aquaman's. Scarlet Witch searches for a water source. Zatanna searches for one as well. Now let's see what happens with this dynamic foursome of Wonder Woman, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Harley Quinn. They team up to hunt for other tributes. Do you think this like they were singing songs and they're like, okay, we got to ditch the Hulk. Let's go find Mr. Stark and Wonder Woman and team up with them instead?
I mean, Iron Man, he is like, he's probably losing it, but he's not as powerful. So it's like, okay, this guy's not a threat. Let's just take him on our side. Wonder Woman has already, she was one of the people who killed Miss Marvel, right?
She is, yes.
So I feel like, hey, better have her on my side than anyone else's. And then Hulk is just way too much of a distraction, especially with the cups. Boom, boom, cups,
Yeah.
smash.
They gotta protect each other right now, which makes sense. So, um, and Hulk is a distraction, right? He makes so much noise.
And
Captain
this is
Marvel, speaking of
it's
the Hulk,
crazy. Just do I ship Spider Man and Harley Quinn?
that's a you ship. As long as they're both consenting adults, we stand.
That is true, and I'm imagining Spider Man is like in college.
Yes. So yeah, no, they could be like a fun little dynamic. I don't think they are an OTP, but I think they could be like
That's
a
true.
fun college fling for each
Yeah.
other. Yeah, Captain Marvel steals from Hulk when he isn't looking. Oh no. Luckily
Oh,
she can fly.
that's true.
Flash tries to sleep through the entire day. Been there.
Ugh, lucky.
Lex Luthor falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Okay, that's Superman's ghost got his revenge, right?
Exactly. And I don't know a literary reference for this, but it's like killing Superman is like, you know, like killing like Moby Dick. It's like once you kill that, it's like, what do you have? That was your whole life. What are you
It's
gonna
his
do now?
literal white whale.
Yes. So, and he's just like, I got nothing. And then Superman haunts him, and it's like, what have I done? And he just falls in and just accepts.
Yep. Let's see what happens. So we get one cannon shot. It's Lex Luthor. So now we have only one district fully represented, and that is District 6, Hulk and Captain Marvel. Meanwhile, we still have every other district besides District 10 and District 12 have at least one representative. So let's see what happens on night 2. Flash begs for Cheetah to kill him, but she refuses, keeping the Flash alive. How do you feel about this?
What does Flash know? I feel like he was trying to sleep throughout the day, but maybe he just, I don't know, something within the Speed Force. He's like, I can't be here. Something is going to happen. Cheetah, you got to kill me. And she's like, this is sad. I'm just going to run off in the jungle.
Yep, she was not here for that. She wants to earn her victory, not have it given to her. Harley Quinn questions her sanity.
Did she have sanity?
Well, I think she did before she met the Joker, according to the story from the Suicide Squad.
That is true.
Zatanna destroys Hawkgirl's supplies while she has to sleep. Okay, she got some revenge
Hey, now
because
they're even.
Hawkgirl stole her supplies earlier. So,
But yet again, if
uh,
Hot Girl finds out, said Tanner, you better watch out.
yeah, Hulk climbs up a tree to rest. Captain Marvel
He
thinks
probably
about
breaks the
home.
tree.
Very valid. He probably destroys the tree and makes everyone know where he is. But Captain Marvel, she's thinking about home. Iron Man tracks down and kills Wonder Woman. Oh, wow. Okay, talk about this, Mark.
Wow. I guess we shouldn't underestimate Iron Man. It's like, what if
Yeah.
Shane
Yeah.
Powers, but actually went crazy and killed someone? And that was Wonder
Well,
Woman.
yeah, well, they were together all day, so he had her on site. Maybe that was his plan to like work with her so that he could wipe out one of the strongest contestants here. Um,
And
yeah,
again, Tony Stark has 5 different plans. So he's a little, I don't want to say mischievous or backstabber, but he plays dirty.
he does play dirty. Now, Scarlet Witch, she thinks about winning. Meanwhile, Spider-Man dies from hypothermia. Oh no.
I always think about have you not the Disney XD or Disney Plus show, but the old school Spider-Man and his amazing friends?
I
It was with
vaguely remember it, yeah.
Iceman. So there's one episode where the character Firestorm, like his roommate, was
Mhm.
captured by Dracula. I know. So he boards her on a plane to Transylvania. So they go on top of the plane. So Iceman, he's all ice, he's fine. But Spider Man, who's all the way up, is just freezing cold the whole time. And that is instantly what I think of.
Yep. Maybe that's he should have had Iceman there helping
Yeah,
him get
should have
through
had
it.
his amazing friend.
Yep. So the Brazilian Dragon Games sponsors decided to replenish the cornucopia with some food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the families. Flash spears Hawkgirl in the abdomen, but it doesn't say she died. So maybe she's still alive. Let's see what happens with Miss Harley Quinn. She decides not to go to the feast, a smart choice. Captain Marvel accidentally steps on a landmine. I do believe that means she has died. So,
This is why you should fly.
yeah, she can fly. She should have used her flight. Um, Scarlet Witch abstains from the feast as well. Iron Man severely injures Hulk and leaves him to die. Do you think he
Ooh,
changed his armor to the Hulk Smasher, Hulk Buster?
I think he did. He probably like somehow crafted a makeshift one and leaves him to die, but I'm worried about his power source.
Yeah, so we need Tony Stark to win this quick if he wants to win. Otherwise, he might lose because of his draining battery. Zatanna severely injures Cheetah, but puts her out of her misery. Okay, so it seems like Cheetah is gone as well. Let's look at the events of the next day and find out for sure. All right, Harley Quinn attacks Flash, but Iron Man protects him, killing Harley Quinn. Oh wow, how do you feel about that?
Wow, why would Iron Man protect the Flash?
Maybe he thinks
Because
Harley Quinn is a bigger threat.
then the Flash.
I don't know. This is befuddling. I am confused, but this is an interesting development because it looks like these are we only have 4 people left because Zatanna and Scarlet Witch split up to search for resources. So let me just
You know
confirm.
what? Maybe he knows like, hey, I can't go against magic. I have technology.
Yeah,
He
how do you
hates
feel about our
magic.
magic queens working together? Speaking of,
I I know we questioned before the game, is Scarlet Witch going to be in that right mindset? Because again, one bad day, that's strange too. But so far, she's been kicking ass, and I
I'm
feel
excited
like
to see.
Tony's like, listen, um, and who knows, like, so he left Hulk to die, right?
Yes,
So he's probably dead, but just in case, it's the Flash is the best chance to take out Santana or Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe the Flash was like, sorry, Iron Man was like, I could kill both of them right here, but I think an injured Flash would help me more than myself and my draining batteries to fight these two magical women. So maybe that's it. So let's do some cannon shots because apparently we just have our final four. I thought they needed to confirm this, but okay, 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Wonder Woman, Spider Man, Hawk Girl, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Cheetah, and Harley Quinn. And let's look at everyone's statistics. We have Iron Man left from District 2. He has 3 kills on his hand.
Whew.
Scarlet Witch from District 4, 0 kills. District 5 has Zatanna with 1 kill. And the Flash from District 7 has 1 kill. Everyone else has been killed off. So our winner will come from 2, 4, 5, or 7. And we got 2 men, 2 women. So is Zatanna still your
So
winner pick, Mark?
absolutely. I feel like who did she take down again?
She took down, I want to say, I'm looking. Did she take down Cheetah?
I think she did, which maybe wasn't she took down Cheetah
Yeah, let me look at the
because
feast
she
again.
used the spear to in the
Yeah,
abdomen.
she severely injures Cheetah but puts her out of the misery. Okay, perfect. So let me tell you who I think. I'm going to put my money on Scarlet Witch. I think, like I said at the start, a woman, I feel it that a woman can win. I think Iron Man has the best story so far,
Hmm.
but Iron Man, like his power is draining. I think this is a woman's to win. Maybe it's my heart speaking. I think a woman should win. And these are two magical queens, as I call them. I would like to see either of them win. I would be most dissatisfied with the Flash win. I think the Flash kind of really did a lot of nothing. It would be kind of like stumbling ass backwards into a win, but he does
And
have a
he
kill on
wanted
the
to
board.
quit.
He wanted to quit, yes, and he needed to be rescued by Iron Man. So if the Flash wins, I think he won't be the worst winner from the Brazilian Dragon games, but he won't be the most satisfying. He will be the
And
least
I think
satisfying.
Iron Man, we set up the story where he was an alcoholic, he entered the game withdrawing, and magically somehow day 3 or 4 comes around, and it's like he's bouncing back.
Yeah, and
He
I also
might have
think
a
that
shot to
like
win.
it's like kind of fun to see him like his energy is draining because his suit needs battery. It's been 3 days. He picked up he mentored Spider-Man and Harley Quinn, and then he took out two of his 3 allies to win. He took out one of the biggest threats to win in Wonder Woman. I think it's an impressive story, so I wouldn't be dissatisfied with an Iron Man win. I just would rather see Zatanna or Scarlet Witch win because I think they are the strongest people left by far. So let's see what happens with the next night. You ready to find out what happens, Mark?
I am. I'm excited.
All right. Night 3, Zatanna sets up camp for the night. Iron Man receives an explosive from Pepper Potts or War Machine. They know his battery's draining, so he needs something to help him out. Scarlet Witch loses sight of where she is. Maybe she's dream walking and will maybe like have some people help her out. And the
Uh-oh,
Flash
I
loses sight of where he is. Well, it's not good to run if you can't see Flash.
yeah, you gotta what's that, you gotta know where the I don't know the metaphor, but Flash, that's not good.
It is
Something
not
like
good
the you
indeed.
gotta see the forest before the trees.
Yeah, you got to see the forest. He can't see the forest through the trees. So
Yes,
let's
the
see what
actual
happens.
forest or trees.
I agree. Yeah, he gotta put some glasses on to see. So let's see what happens with the next day. Iron Man stabs Scarlet Witch in the back with a trident. Okay, okay. And the
Alright, turns
Flash
out
stalks
that
Zatanna.
explosive device definitely helped him. I feel like she was caught off guard, and all of a sudden, back with the trident. But the
Yep,
Flash stalking Satana, I don't like this.
I don't like this either, but we have our final three: Iron Man, Flash, and Zatanna. I think honestly, my winner pick is now Iron Man. I think by getting Scarlet Witch, like her metaphorical head on his mantle, I think that's like a game ender for because I was like, okay, he can't beat magic, but he clearly did. And Zatanna, I don't know. I am rooting mostly for Zatanna, but Iron Man has like he would earn. I think he earns this win more than Zatanna, but who knows? The Hunger Games can end with like someone eating a bad berry and winning. So let's see what happens.
And it's
Uh,
fascinating the whole technology versus magic.
Yeah,
Flash is also a man of science. That's where his powers are based. Iron Man's self-explained, and now we have Santana, the best magic user in the DC, in my
I'm excited
opinion.
to see what
But
happens. You
oof,
ready, Mark?
I'm 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 nervous, but I'm ready.
All right, let's see what happens on this fourth night. Flash questions his sanity. Iron Man
Oh,
strangles Zatanna after engaging in a fistfight. Okay. So Zatanna is dead. We have the Flash and Iron Man.
I,
How do you feel? Your
oh,
winner pick got third, which is
I
very impressive.
I'm so disappointed. It was my winner pick. It was my heart pick, and now she was strangled. Oh, that's brutal. I wanted
Brutal,
the
brutal.
berry death. I didn't want this.
Yeah. Well, Iron Man has an explosive in his pocket. I think if he doesn't win, I'm going to be upset at this point because the Flash really hasn't done anything. Iron Man took out the two baddest magic queens in the comic book universes.
And Spider-Man and Harley Quinn.
I don't think he took out Spider Man, but he definitely took out Wonder Woman. I
Okay.
think Spider Man died by himself. He died of
Wonder
hypothermia.
Woman and Harley Quinn. I was thinking of
Yeah.
the Alliance,
A
but
little
all
sexist that
that
he's only killed women, I think, but
not good. But
not good.
in
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say in defense, but it's like those are some powerful people.
They are powerful people, and also he is fighting for his life, but
Again,
uh,
what is more problematic? Iron Man's killing or the killing of Miss Marvel?
I think both are super problematic, but like again, this is
Good
a
answer.
fictional
Good
universe. We
answer.
don't support murder, but that is it's the Hunger Games.
It's the Hunger Games.
You ready to see who wins this, Mark?
Uh, and let me just say, let me just set up. If the Flash wins, that means Iron Man, that battery's dead.
Yeah, he probably like yeah, I don't know how Flash can win, but we'll see. Of course. Of course. The Flash ambushes Iron Man and kills him. You know what? He probably like spun Iron Man, like just ran with Iron Man, and Iron Man could not run that fast. And so like he had like some sort of whiplash and cracked his neck or something.
And I feel like just Iron Man down to 0%, had nothing left, and the Flash easily just ambushed him, dead. Maybe that's why, maybe he didn't want to be the winner of the Hunger Games. He is a good guy. That is why he wanted, was it, he wanted to die. He knows the future. He's like, somehow I have the Speed Force. I found this out. I can't let this happen, but just faith had it happen.
Yeah, I think his two kills were Flash killed the Hawk Girl and killed Iron Man. So he was trying to be a very pacifist approach to the season, and not having to kill if he didn't have to. But yeah, congratulations to the Flash from District 7. We will get your victory crown in the mail. Mark, final thoughts on the Brazilian Dragon Game 7. I think it was not like I had a great time podcasting with you, but in terms of the twists and turns, I think it wasn't the most interesting season. A lot of deaths happened in the first day. We lost half the cast, but I had a great time talking about it all with you, Mark. So, any final thoughts on this season? How will people remember the Brazilian Dragon Game 7 as a contest?
I feel like a couple things. One, the Miss Marvel got can we say she got robbed? Because it's like, oh, she got robbed of her life.
I think she got robbed.
She got like, oh, that was very dirty. Not
Yeah,
doesn't
she
look good
deserved
on
better, but
paper.
she also shouldn't have been put there. It was my responsibility to protect Miss Marvel, and I was like, well, the fans love Miss Marvel. They want to support her. Let's give her a fan favorite to the crowd. And yeah, this is like Twitter was ablaze that day.
And people are gonna remember that. People are gonna remember the Iron Man storyline.
I think the Iron Man storyline is going to be what I remember most, honestly. Like Iron Man's like he had the arc of the season for me, the arc reactor of the season, if you will.
Yes. Good one.
Um,
And we
yes,
called it from the beginning. We were worried about the power source. He lasted 5 days. So 20% of power, even with an explosive device, he made it barely until the Flash waited into the end. I feel like the Flash knew what was coming. He didn't want it. He had the least number of kills.
Mhm.
Besides Iron Man, who else?
Um, Honestly, I think the Magic Girlies, they'll be remembered for making it far. I think Hawk Girl played pretty impressively this season, but I think also I'll remember Lex Luthor and Superman. Their little dynamic was a little bit will be memorable to me.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we closed the chapter on this Hunger Games. We'll come back later this year. I want to do more of these this year. I don't want to do just 2 a year because I do want to get to our quarter quell at some point and bring back all our winners, including spoilers for past podcasts. We will have Benny the taxi cab driver from Halloween Town. We'll have Shaggy. We'll have Miss Jen from High School Musical the series, Trent, as well as Flash, and as well as some of the other winners that we have so far. So I'm excited to have everyone. Mark, tell people what you're up to and where they can keep up with you these days, besides being very busy at work and house sitting and dog sitting right now.
I am still writing for King Gamer. Editor Ver, I'm doing The Last of Us recaps and reviews at the moment. Go watch The Last of Us. It is fantastic.
Yes,
And also
and
read
is that
my
your pop
review.
culture plug? Is that your pop
Yeah,
culture
is
plug for
my
the podcast or
that
separate?
is that oh, nope, that is both. It is my actual plug and pop culture plug. Read my
Lovely.
articles, watch the show, the synergy. That's all I have.
All right. And in terms of the Brazilian Dragon himself, you can follow me on all social media with the Fleep. Brazilian Dragon feeds are all going to be at Brazil Dragon Pod. We are working on building up our YouTube page and maybe getting a Discord going this year. Those are some goals. We have some fun things planned for the month of February, including hopefully episode 150 of the Brazilian Dragon podcast. I also recently started a Substack, so braziliandragon.substack.com, that you can put your email in there if you want to hear monthly updates about what I'm doing with my life, and what I'm watching as well. You can subscribe for monthly emails. In terms of my pop culture plug, I'm really enjoying Poker Face, so definitely check that out on Peacock if you have access to that. More importantly, what we have going on here, What You Doing podcast recently came out with Will and Navi, and Two Can't Keep a Secret podcast is going to come out. By the time you listen to this episode, it should be there. And we're going to get kickstarted with some more podcasting for the year of our Lord 2023. And I couldn't have asked for a better co-host for this first edition of the Brazilian Dragon Games from 2023. Mark, thank you so much for joining me. Do you have a hashtag for people who got to the end of this podcast?
Hashtag don't meet your heroes.
Hashtag don't meet your heroes. Now, before I do sign off for the day, please go check us out on all major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts, where you can give us a review and a rating. By the next podcast, I want to see at least one new review, everyone. So please tell a friend, sign into your mom's email and do it for me. It would help us. That's our goal for the year. Now, Mark, thank you again for joining me. Hashtag don't meet your heroes. Until next time, everyone. Si se puede and echa palante.